For many months now, the entire world has been battling the COVID-19 pandemic. And during that time, we have seen firsthand the value of cooperation. We have seen governments and people all over the world, despite their differences, work together towards a common hope for the future. Indeed, multilateral cooperation is the key to overcoming global challenges, and it will be the key to the Philippines' recovery from this crisis. But how does cooperation work? For us at Bank of China, it is about mutual trust and understanding. As a commercial bank operating in the Philippines for nearly 20 years, we have always stayed true to our mission of enhancing bilateral cooperation in the economic, financial, and trade fields between the Philippines and China. Banking is a business of trust, and we know that cooperation will only work if there is a mutual trust and understanding. That's why we have always made a concerted effort to embed people-to-people connections to everything we do, from promoting the Philippine RMB-related financial infrastructure connectivity to strengthening the cultural exchanges between the two countries as our social responsibility. Our mission is to act as a bridge between the Philippine and China markets, but more than business, we strive for understanding between the two nations. For nearly 2 decades, we have actively supported the development of the Philippines' power, energy, telecommunications, water services, logistics, steel manufacturing, agriculture, and import-export trade industries. Since 2016, the Bank of China Group has provided more than $3 billion in credit facilities cumulatively to support the private sector in these industries. The Bank of China Group has invested in the Philippine national government securities with a cumulative investment of more than $300 million. We assisted the Bureau of Treasury in the issuance of Panda bonds in 2018 and 2019 successfully, and these were oversubscribed by 6 times and 4 times respectively. In cooperation with the Department of Trade and Industry and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Bank of China organized a large-scale matchmaking event in 2017 in Manila with more than 600 participating companies and 230 letters of intent signed on-site. The goal of which was to promote the interconnection between SMEs worldwide and help them take part in the global value chain, as well as stimulate the vitality and the globalizations of SMEs. With the Department of Finance, we co-organized the ASEAN Finance Ministers Investors Forum to tackle ways of further harnessing investment opportunities within the Southeast Asian region. There were nearly 100 Chinese companies in attendance during this event in Cebu, as ASEAN finance ministers and central bank governors discussed the prospects for e-commerce and infrastructure investments for sustainable growth in the region amid global market volatilities. Together with the DTI, the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and other local agency partners, we were able to match 14 of the Philippine exhibitors with their Chinese counterparts at the very first China International Import-Export, CIIE, in Shanghai in 2018. A total of 50 Filipino exhibitors were among the more than 3,000 foreign companies from 130 countries around the world. A year after that, we were able to assist 26 of the 32 participating Filipino exhibitors with on-site matchmaking services to meet with Chinese enterprises for potential partnerships. Secretary Lamang Lopez called the event a big win for Filipino companies, adding that Philippine products known to be of quality to foreign buyers received overwhelming approval at CIIE. In addition to cross-border activities, we were also able to pursue cooperative initiatives within the country. It is our honor to make contribution to develop the financial infrastructure of the country, such as developing and growing the local RMB transfer system and cross-border RMB clearing infrastructure for more efficient RMB payment and settlement under the guidance and the supervision of Banco Central Filipinas and the People's Bank of China. In 2018, we established the Philippine RMB trading community with 13 of the country's biggest local banks for RMB peso direct conversion, which saves friction costs of the business communities of the Philippines and China. These partnerships have led to significant increase in transaction volumes of RMB in the country, and to our appointment as RMB Clearing Bank in September 2019. The total volume of RMB cleared in 2020 was 447 billion RMB, a 133.8% increase compared to 2019's total of 191 billion RMB. Bank of China continues to make the RMB services available to the public not only through us, but also through the 13 local participating banks in the country. The business community benefits through friction cost savings and improvements in efficiencies when it comes to payments and settlements. Through years of enhanced economic partnership between the Philippines and China, the bilateral trade between the two countries reached close to $50 billion in 2019, growing at an average of 17% in the last several years, according to the Philippine Board of Investments. Exports to China grew from $18.4 billion in 2018 to $19.5 billion in 2019, while imports expanded by 16.02% in 2019. But what makes this cooperation successful? It is the people. A fundamental piece of any cooperative relationship is the people-to-people connection. We understand that we need partners to really make a remarkable impact, and that is something we focused on in the past couple of years as we built relationships. Perhaps our biggest realization about cooperation in recent years is the role of culture. Culture, when mutually shared, can be one of the most effective ways two parties can better understand each other. And when both parties better understand each other, they will choose to work better together. After our economic ties have developed quickly, cultural exchange needs to be intensified. Communication helps countries to develop their relationships, but real communication starts from cultural exchanges. As a foreign bank and a multicultural organization in the Philippines, working harmoniously is vital to reach common goals and promote growth. We acknowledge the importance of having a great deal of awareness and understanding the unseen elements of culture, such as values and beliefs, which can help us make good and insightful business decisions. We have discovered the resemblance between the Filipino and the Chinese cultures that we continue to harness through different social interactions among the employees of the bank. We celebrate diversity by promoting different cultural activities where our employees can participate in, and by sending them to comprehensive trainings to China, as well as inviting employees from China to visit and learn in the Philippines. Our focus on cultural sharing was further emphasized in 2019 when we held a cultural exchange program between the Philippines and China, partnering with the Metropolitan Museum of Manila, bringing together 10 renowned artists in putting together an art exhibition both in Manila and in China, showing how truly inspired and connected the two countries are. This is something we plan to do more of in the future, for these services as a reminder of the rich heritage between our two nations, that despite our differences, we have a lot more in common. I'm reminded of an anecdote from Manny Baltimore, a participating Filipino artist in the cultural exchange program. He believed that art transcends national borders, saying that a painter's brush can easily build bridges rather than walls between China and the Philippines. From values to language to food, our two countries have undoubtedly had a profound and meaningful impact on each other. It is important to remember that our two nations are not strangers to cooperation. In fact, China and the Philippines have shared a long history of cooperation and exchange. Our maritime trade relations extend over 1,000 years, and today, China is one of the Philippines' biggest foreign trade partners and investors. The longevity of the Philippine and China relations points to a complementarity of the two economies. This is not just evident in our imports and exports, but also in the demographic dividend, which provides a choice of investment locations for Chinese enterprises manufacturing. This year marks the 46th anniversary of the diplomatic relations between China and the Philippines. And under the guidance of President Xi Jinping and President Duterte, China-Philippine relations have been ushering in a new age of cooperation. In light of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, or RCEP, that was recently signed by the 10 ASEAN member states together with Australia, China, Japan, New Zealand, and South Korea in order to strengthen economic ties, the Bank of China Group is ready to support the initiative by providing more opportunities to bridge the markets of all countries involved. With the rise of the digital transactions, e-trade is one of the main areas of RCEP that the nations wish to further develop. This is why Bank of China Manila is in the process of developing and launching digital solutions in the near future and partnering with local financial players to provide more convenient and efficient financial services to Filipinos, both locally and abroad, for individuals and corporates. Indeed, these are very exciting times for all of us as we work together to support each other's development. I would like to end this talk about cooperation with a Filipino anecdote about gaining strength in unity. Matibay and Vadis, Paribahasay, Magkay Bigkis. We are stronger when we work together. Thank you and mabuhay.